Says I'm live. Must be live. Hey, everybody. Today is Monday, the 14th of November. I guess what? About 10 days away from Thanksgiving. It's pretty exciting, right? Especially when you have a house full of people that you don't want to have in your house, which is going to be my situation. No, I shouldn't say that. That's really not a nice thing to say. I got family over. Uh, Joint is off the nut, Mr. Henders. It is off the fucking nut. Kim's here. Was it the three of us? You want to play a little cutthroat pinochle, the three of us? Probably it's all that's here, right? Robbie's here. Mr. Greer. Have no fear. All right. What do I want to talk about? I don't know. I guess a couple things. I didn't shave today. Don't know why. Please, got it 4+ catches. Hey, Facts. Hey, Pie. Ukra. Ukra's good. I'm more of a pinochle hearts, uh, you know, that kind of guy. Westlake. A couple things I want to discuss with you guys. I find this to be very, very funny. I guess it's funny. I'm doing good. Oh, I'm not that old. I'm only 58. I'm pretty sure my penis can get as hard as yours if you have a penis. But if you don't, then all right. Well, what are you doing tomorrow if you don't? Drew in the house. Okay, so as I was saying, a couple of things I wanted to discuss. Uh, I found very, very funny. 3.5 minutes after my college game lost, I had a very bad college day on Saturday, and it happens, right? Well, about 3.5 minutes after it, my Twitter, how is that a Pepto Bismol upset special? What a really bad pick. That was worse than Texas. Okay, yeah. What's odd was I told everybody Green Bay would beat the Dallas Cowboys. They'd beat the fuck out of the Cowboys. Nothing. Crickets. No, hey, nice pick. I've said this from day one. I don't want, hey, great pick. I don't want, hey, shitty pick. I don't want any of it. I would play them both the same again. But, I get an email, after the Virginia game, couple, but I don't care. I fuck with them. Man, 2 plays into the game is 14-0, 2 pick sixes. Yep. Team sucks. Sure do. Yeah, they definitely did. They played horrible. But I said, well, if you're taking plus 184 and you bet 2 money line bets, you bet $1,000 on one game that loses by 50 points, 1 point, or 150 points, you lose $1,000. If you bet a money line bet at plus 184, and they win the game by 1 or 51, you win 1,840. So people are yelling at me for going 1-1, who if they're betting $1,000 a game, made $840, or $100 a game, made $840. So what do you call it? I guess that's the way it is. You got to get the country. You got to coach. Oliver's funny as a fuck. You don't know half the shit he says. As at least 3 of them are dead now. At least 3 of what are dead now? I know. I guess you're talking about teasers. I know I did some teaser options on Saturday that were good. I think my Sunday teasers were good. I had a really, really bad Saturday. So people ask me, and they say, "You're doing this a long fucking time." Sure am. Reason I'm doing it a long time is you have a bad Saturday. You don't need somebody to have a bad Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I come right back with a 2-0 Sunday, money line winner. First half in game, both money line. I mean, I'm fine. My big teaser goes tonight. As you know, I got Philly on a 6.5 version where I'm laying 4.5 points. I got a really, really big teaser on Philly, minus a half a point. They're a 6-1 favorite, or minus 579 or something to win. I'm laying a half a point, so I'm pretty much getting the best of that. That's fine. Hey, Facts, do you ever middle football or basketball live betting or at halftime? I do it all the time. Great way to potentially cash 2 tickets and limit exposure. Wes, here's the thing. My son is a real big. He's really, really big on. I could have a team winning by 18 points or whatever the case is, And he's like, hey, if you buy the other side back, you got a shot at collar in it. I call it collar, hitting it both sides. And yeah, but I look at things this way. If I make a bet and at halftime I'm 18 points ahead, well, that's where I want to be. Why would I do anything? Why would I want to make a bet that I don't want to win? So I get it if it falls. And there are some, look, there are some situations where if you got a lot of points to play with, I mean, it's silly not to, but I got gamble in me. I don't do it. 17 parlay, you got 6 in. Not that I do it. I'm not saying I've never done it. Hey, all you got to do is just buy the other side back. Well, no, man, when you made the bet, you wanted to bet that fucking 6 of them would win. So, I mean, you want to bet 7 to win. You got the first 6 in, you just need one more. Jonathan's got, I have the Commanders plus 17.5. That's a good job. That could happen. I hope they're going to win by 5. So I was going to give you guys basketball, but being that you want to talk about football. Wait a minute, before we even talk about football, I just need to, I want to get this out of the way before rumors start. So you're going to probably hear some stuff over the next week, day, whatever. Facts, I heard you join another site. I heard you lead and run pure. No, it's not the case. I'm not joining no other sites. It's you're doing videos elsewhere. No, I'm really not. I wasn't even doing them here. Took a lot of time off from doing this. And if I tell you this, for all you people that are here, I really have fun doing these things. I enjoy it. I mean, my son busts my balls all the time. He's like, shit, I lose a game, they bust my balls. No one says shit to you. And they really don't. Like I said, about the one teaser, fuck that guy or whoever it was. Fuck him. I mean, it's one person. That's not really bad. But for the most part, you guys have been great. I mean, the thing is, I'm used to a different format. The format that I'm used to is like, for some of you guys that used to visit my forum, Sports Forum Picks, we'd have 2,000-3,000 people in a forum where everybody's chatting and talking and busting balls. Now, for instance, we would do there's a basketball game today that I'm playing. I'll give it to you in a bit. Or the football game. We'd have 400 or 500 people in chat, busting balls, run the ball, throw the ball. Oh, Andy Reid, you fat fuck. How could you do this? Posting pictures of different shit. We did them with soccer games, tennis. We did it. It was really fun because other people were involved. This format is new to me because all I'm doing is talking. Now, look, I've done radio, but whenever I took a radio gig, I basically told station manager, look, I do phone calls. Well, no, I mean, I want you to talk. No, I ain't talking to nobody. Fuck that. Plus, I'm always getting fined for saying shit. So people call in. I don't know what they want to hear. What do I want to talk about? I don't even care if it's sports, even though it's sports talk. So the thing is, I'm used to more of an interaction of a lot of people. And I know you don't get this doing it here. So, I mean, it's kind of different. This is a different ball game. Here, there's so many computer things going. My son is very good at it. He knows about, like I said, I don't even know how to fucking start this thing up. I mean, I hit play and, as far as other shit go, I have no idea. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a guy that likes pencils and papers and, doing things like that. So, but I think mainly what I want to express is, I don't know if it's going to be a week from now or a month from now or the end of the year, but I'm not going to be doing these much longer. And why I say that is it's not for any other reason other than, and I don't want to get too personal with it, but a family situation and a medical situation that is going to take some of my, it's taking a lot of time up. And I go into things full blast, and it's hard for me to do something halfway. JJ was very nice and says, look, Dad, if you can't do a show, just tape it. No, I do it the right way. I don't do it at all. So I'm not going to do a tape show. I want to do my shows live. If I can't do them live, I won't do them at all. So I don't know. Like I say, I this is something I'm discussing with my family. And like I say, a couple of issues that I'm having, nothing major medically, just a couple of things that just, I get pretty much worked up on stuff, and I try to be a perfectionist on a lot of things. But like I say, I miss my forum. I do miss it. I miss I miss the interactions. 2,000-3,000 people, in a room just talking and having fun and busting balls. It was fun because there's more people doing it. So I know this isn't the platform that I'm used to, and I bust balls about the other side. Look, these guys do a great job here. I'm just not a DFS guy. I don't. I thought, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, he's pissed because JJ, what did he do? He didn't put in one of my games. Has nothing to do with that. To me, was great, tremendous footage on. I don't care that he did it. I mean, that's fine. To me, I think the video was great that he that he brought it up. So no, that's not. I can give a fuck about that. I mean, to me, that doesn't mean anything. But I think the thing with me is when you own your own company and you run a big time business and you don't give a fuck about any rule under the sun, it's tough to be me and not be me. But then I got a daughter that likes to see what daddy does and peeks and looks at dad's videos. And that kind of gets a little tough when she asks me questions. And it's like, I've not talked to my son about it. I've not discussed anything about it, but I did talk to my daughter. And it's kind of hard for me to come here and be like all the professionals that do this and not be me. Because then I would be just some other douchebag doing a fucking video. I'm not calling anybody else who does videos on this spot douchebags, but it's not what I do. It's not what I do. I do not live in a gray area. I've told you guys this a million times. I want to be loved or hated. I want to live my life on the wire. Anything else is bullshit. You want to go away to the left and get close to the edge? Fuck you. You want to go away to the right, stay close to the edge? Fuck you. I want to stay right in the middle without a net. I live my life that way, and I ain't fucking changing it. But that's just me. So, which is probably the reason why I have fucking medical issues. Anyway, so again, I'm not leaving. I will be here Wednesday. I'll be here Friday. I'm not going anywhere. And if I decide to say, hey, guys, this is it, you haven't seen the last of me, I will come in and bust my son's balls. I'll bust everybody else's balls. I will do everything I can, help Ray out, get moving, whatever it is, that I can do, or anybody on the Run Pure team, whatever it is, sports or bets, whatever. So you haven't seen the last of me no matter what happens. But in the meantime, here's what I need you guys to do. I've got college basketball that I might get into, and then we'll talk about the football game. I got 2 totals tonight in college basketball. One of them is going to start pretty soon at 6 o'clock. So let's just get these down so you have it. And I will. I'm not looking at notes to see what I got because, see, I got tickets. I'll show you the tickets, so it doesn't matter. I like 2 games to go over tonight. Maine Boston College over 135.5. That's what I had. I had it at. I actually bet it at 136.5 at MGM. I was playing poker all night. Thing with me, when I play poker, I never cash chips, and whatever chips I have, I bring it to the kiosk and I make fucking sports bets. For the most part, I do my best like you guys do. Caesar, DraftKings, offshore, bookmakers, Shylocks, whoever. I mean, I got outs. But anyway, so I looked at these 2 games and I said, okay, something isn't right. Something is not. Phoenix, Miami overtime. Miracles. I don't bet NBA. I haven't in 30 years, so that's not one of them. But good luck to you. I'll root for you. Phoenix is the Suns, right? Still, Miami is the Heat. Yeah, I know my shit. Anyway, Maine is playing Boston College tonight in college basketball. I think it's a 6 o'clock game. Boston College has been put in as a 20-point favorite, and 2 reasons why I like this one over. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of reasons. With the large point spread, well, there's actually 2 games, but what I'm saying is with a large point spread, the line, the totals are, the numbers are factored in on the fact that they're not expecting that 10, 12 points late in the game on a closer game where you could accumulate 12 to 20 points at the free throw line in the last 3 minutes. See, that's not factored in there because they don't expect it to be that close. And that's fine. And that's great. That just gives me a lower number. So, I look at that game, and I'm also looking at the Delaware State Villanova game. That total is 139. That line is 34.5. Again, they're not factoring it to be a close game. So the reasons why I like it is, like I said, with a large number, the total, like I said, the number is auto installed to be lower than it actually should be. But I look at two scenarios that could happen in both games. And to me, one scenario is okay. Two scenarios is better than one. It's like two broads are better than one, right? Who's going to turn down a threesome? All right, my son, but that's another story. The Boston College and Villanova together as big favorites would not shock me if they scored 100 points each. They're capable. They probably could. So if that happens, you trip on this over by accident, okay? You trip on it because the other team is going to score just fucking garbage points. Just they have to get something, right? So, I mean, you look at these games could be, 100 to 57, 90 to 67. These scores are very, very possible. So I look at that and I say, okay, I'm not telling you I like the favorites in the game because the two teams that I'm never going to bet a total unless I think the other team could hold their weight. So you don't sit there and say, oh, this team's going to score like 100 points. The game's got to go over. No, not exactly. I got to make sure both teams are cooperating. Maine and Delaware can score points. Delaware State, I'm sorry. They can score points. They'll jack up threes. They'll, and look, they go 10 out of 30. That's not good. But that's fucking 30 points. That I could bang based on 3-pointers. Flip side to that is miss 3-pointers, create fast breaks, baskets the other way, quick points. A lot of the game is moving. So I could find 30 points just that way. Maine gives up a ton of points, and so does Delaware State, but they score. So in a game like this with these two big favorites, it could be blowouts, but also these teams could hold up their end of the bargain. They could hold up their end of the bargain, and I don't want to say keep it close when I say 34, but I think they'll hold up enough to get them over. So again, those are the scores that I'm looking at. So what you want to do is you want to play. Here, I'll show you my ticket. Can we read this? We want to go over 136.5 Maine in Boston College. Okay, Maine, Boston College over 136.5 at MGM. Our second wager is going to be Delaware State Villanova over 137.5. See, bet today, playing today. Those are the two games that I like. I do not give out games or tell you to bet games that I would not bet myself. That's the way I am. It's like a lot of people, Jonathan, just a dime, that's a cash bet. And doesn't matter what the difference of fucking dime or a dime, even if it was a dime, it's a fucking lot more money than you bet, motherfucker. You see, that's what I'm talking about. I get myself all upset. I'm sorry for saying that, John, but that's just the way I am. I apologize. But no, those are fucking, this is the money that I walk around with in my pocket that I bet. I could show you the rest of them. Okay. I could show you the rest of them if you want. That's fine. But I'm not just giving you guys a reason to show you that I bet the game. So, but I'm not going to sit here and have a whose dick is bigger contest, because my dick is bigger when it comes to betting on fucking sports. Bottom line. Anyway, so that's what I did. So now I know Monday Night Football's here, right? So we got to talk about Monday Night Football, right? Because you fucking guys want to bet Monday Night Football, and I'm pretty sure some scumbag is going to come here and tell me that the Redskins are going to win, and your bet is wrong, and you're a fucking douchebag. You take it in the ass with a meat hook and all that kind of shit. I don't give a fuck. It's not like the first time I ever heard that. So, like I said, I got them in teasers. Why would I bet fucking the Eagles plus minus 11 when I already got them at 4.5 and at minus a half? I'd be silly to do that. I think they'll cover it, but I'd be silly to do it. I'm not going to advise it because I didn't do it. I advised the teaser, but I wouldn't tell you to play the Redskins or the Commodores or Commanders, whatever the fuck their name is. But so what I did was did a couple things. This is going to be a little odd to you. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. See, I tell it like it is, That's just it. A lot of people don't like that. People get scared. I'm a scary guy. Watch what he said. What could he say next? Every time I talk to my wife, you're on speaker. I don't give a fuck if I'm on speaker. Tell your fucking boss or the guy you're blowing that I'm talking. If you don't like it, fuck him. What do you want from me? Anyway, sorry. I can get on these tangents. I'm fucking heavily medicated all the time. I made this bet. This is for shakes and giggles. I made a couple of I bet the first quarter Eagles -3. I have no reason to tell you that this is a great bet. Other than the fact, here's the reason I'm going to tell you I bet it, is I bet a lot of money on the first half, Eagles. And I'll give you the facts on that, no pun intended. But I got a feeling Philly gets out of the gate real quick. They've struggled a bit in first quarters, but not in first halves. But Washington is fucking horrendous. They're a horrendous first quarter, first half team. They're bad. Night game in Philly. I think Philly comes out and just fucking opens it up, puts pressure, shows looks on Heineke, and just keep them down. I mean, Washington's beat them 3 in a row, 14 out of 15. I mean, Philly owns this team, and I've seen them all. My name is Joey. Same as always. I thoroughly enjoy your content, even if you curse a lot. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. Sorry. I appreciate it though. I curse a lot because that's just the way I am. It's where I came from. Not just to kill time while I'm coughing. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I bet the first quarter -3 on the Eagles for that reason. I don't have any stats or great things to tell you to do that. I'm not even sure hey Abe, how are you? I'm not even sure I'm telling you guys to jump all over it. But here's what I do know. Look at these numbers. First half numbers, Redskins. 10 points, 3 points, 7 points, 3 points, 7 points, 0 points, 0 points, 14 points, 10 points, 6.7 points they're scoring in the first half of a fucking football game. If the best team in football, the undefeated team, the best team in football can't score 14 points in the first half of a football game based on the history, you want to see it again, John? I think I'm fucking lying to you. Here, first quarter, Philadelphia Eagles -3, -120. You happy? You think I'm going to make it up? You want to see the rest of them? I mean, fuck. Okay, so Washington is horrible in the first half. They're just a horrible first half team. They always have been. So I said, you know what? Let me look at what Philly's doing in the first half of their games. First half, 20-14 winner, 21-10 winner, 20-3 winner, 14-10 winner and a cover, 24-0. Oh, that was against the Redskins here in fucking D.C. Or I should say in Maryland, So, yeah, last time they played here, 24-0 at the half. 24-7, 24-14. Last week was the only week they didn't have a fucking lead at the half. They were tied on the road against the Texans. Well, I'm sure they probably overlooked that. That happens. I mean, that's fine. But I got a team that fucking wins the first half every week, and they win them easy. Because a team that can't win, can't fucking score in the first half. Why, in God's name? Why, in God's name? Where are my tickets? Would I not bet the first half? Philly -7. Okay. Do you want to see it again, John? Do you want to see it again? You want me to show you another one? You want me to see the round robin? Let me know, because maybe you don't believe me. Okay. So I don't know. I don't walk into 7-Eleven with less than 2,800. Okay. So don't worry about it. Motherfuckers. They didn't want my passport. What else? What else you want to see? Want to see how my balls hang when I take a leak? Because I sit down when I piss? Could do that too. Because I'm here to fucking accommodate. That's my job. They don't accommodate at Run Pure Sports. They only accommodate at Run Pure Bets. Bongs are just a troll. Don't listen to him. Joey, I don't give a fuck. You think I give a fuck? He's a good guy. Bong's a good guy. He wants to troll, he troll. But look, he's trolling me, so it's good. I guess that has something good to say, right? So, so tonight, I said I couldn't do the show long. I'm already at 24 minutes. I probably got another 10 minutes. Taking my daughter out for dinner. And then she's got choir at church. There is no joke on that. She goes because she has to, and she likes it, and it's good. And she's not an atheist like my son, but which I think is good. So yeah, my little one keeps me busy. She on Friday, they had her volleyball season ended. They had a party at 5:00, and from 4 to 5, and then at 6:00, the other side of fucking town was basketball tryouts. To get some drills to get picked on teams. So it never fucking ends with me. And it's always constant. But you know what? I can honestly say this, and it's what I mentioned earlier about me probably not doing this much longer. I don't care who wins a Philadelphia game. I don't care who wins a Pepto-Bismol upset special. I don't care about any of that stuff. There is no person that has more fun than hanging out with my 12-year-old daughter and watching her play basketball, or me and her play Nerf basketball in the house and do whatever we do. But that's the coolest thing in the world. So there's no amount of money or dollar tickets. They don't mean shit. Fucking, you can't do with nothing with money but fucking spend it anyway. So what the fuck do you care? Who cares? But seeing her have fun with her dad is fucking awesome. And holidays are coming, and things gone through my mind about, okay, so if I got a show here, and then I know we're going to Tahoe the day after Christmas, then I got to go visit relatives, and I don't want to miss the show. I can't do it. And if I don't go do things 100%, I just don't do them at all. Now, again, my son might be mad at me for doing this, or if I say, and like I said, I haven't made a final decision, but again, I can't rearrange my schedule to stop short of things that my daughter likes to do, or my family likes to do, or even I want to go see my son. I don't want to interrupt. And again, I'm not one that like just do the edit, just do a fucking bunch of videos and then just post them. I got to do them live. I mean, like I say, in a perfect world, this had a forum where Joey would come in and type and say some shit, and we'd go back and forth and bullshit, and John and Wes, and we, again, it's not that way. It's the way I'm used to. I'm not used to just one-off comments. It's just different. It's just, like I said, it's different for me. The steak dinner. So there was 4 of us that went out for steak. Anybody want to guess the tab on this one? 4 fillets, bottle of Pinot, I guess 4 sides. I don't think I had a side. My daughter had a baked potato or something, whatever. I think some appetizers. But I think we got it. No, it was actually $600. It was a light hit. So, $600 isn't bad considering. And my daughter's 12, but she'll eat a motherfucking 7-ounce fillet. She'll do a 9, and she's fucking 30 pounds underweight. She's like a rail. Good. Yeah. Hey, 580 was good. Good guess. It was just about probably that. $1.50 tip, you walk out of there, but I got it comp, so I don't care. So, I mean, I could have got it for whatever I wanted. It was at Voltaggio Brothers. If anybody's ever in the DC area, and they go to MGM to gamble, go visit that steakhouse. It's legit. All right. We're going to talk about, what did somebody say fast? Good to see you have a soft side. I think everybody has a soft side. I mean, she probably beats JJ 1-on-1. Actually, she did beat JJ in horse. They were playing a game one time, but I mean, JJ's fucking 20 years older than her. I mean, he's got to be at least a -140 favorite when they play. I mean, he's fucking 1.5 feet taller than her, and he's 20 years older than her. So yeah, I mean, he's got to be a small favorite there. But my little one could shoot. Okay, Tuesday in the MAC. As we know, it is Facts in the MAC. And if anybody has to leave or needs to get them basketball bets in, I respect that. Let me see, just to make sure you guys got the right times on them games. I hate that when you log in. I'm always expiring on all these fucking websites. They're nuts. But I think one is at 6:00 and one's at 6:30 Eastern time if you're keeping score at home. Joey, how many people watching this show? Probably not many, right? because they probably don't think that these are actually my games. They're probably thinking that JJ's feeding me, or he's going to change them and delete them or edit them. Joey, anybody? I don't know. I don't even know how to look. I mean, I know I fucking stopped the show the other day thinking I was brooming him, and I fucking ended the show. So at least 40 people here. At least maybe 30. I mean, I know it's not $2,000, but that's fine. Okay, so Tuesday in the Mac. 68 ALU1. There you go. Coppin and Belmont. Okay. Johnny, I'll root for you, buddy. I got no horse in them races, but hey, I'll do it. Belmont, you don't mean the racetrack, do you? Okay. Just checking. 55 people. I don't know if that's good or bad. So, Manny, I really don't know. Manny says this is like a goodbye song, right? Yeah, it could be, Manny. I mean, it is, but it's just an all-in. All right, let's go. Factsman and Mac, Tuesday. Toledo's a 15.5-point favorite over Bowling Green. It's a pretty big number, but it's a deservingly solid number as far as I'm concerned. I would be stunned if they didn't just roll this team and just fucking put them to bed. I mean, stunned. Factsman, glad you're doing well. And I want to see you at the Crabs, though, anytime in New Jersey. Actually, yeah, I do go to Atlantic City probably once every couple of months. You know, a lot of times I'll hook up with JJ there. But I mean, yeah, like I say, you might, even if you don't see me doing videos, you will see me in here. I'll bust balls on my son's videos and things like that. So yeah, I mean, look, you could always direct message me or whatever the case is and say, you know, I normally go to any of the Harris properties, Caesars, Harris, or Tropicana. So those are some of the places that I go. So yeah, I mean, I'd be happy to go. I'll buy dinner. So yes, I'm definitely in there. Okay, so it's Tuesday night, Mac. I said Toledo's a 15.5-point favorite over Bowling Green. I really think they should win probably by 3 touchdowns here. I mean, I'd be stunned if they didn't. I got a team scoring 41 points per game at home. To me, that's really, really big. And what did I tell you about the Mac? If your number don't start with a fucking 4, you ain't winning the game, or you're not covering, that's for sure. But they're only giving up 15.5. That's a big, big difference, okay? You know, when you're at home and you're putting up them kind of numbers and you're giving up less than, 2 touchdowns and a field goal, that's a huge, huge edge. Bowling Green, they're averaging only 22 points a game. So what we're doing is we're playing into their strength. We got a defense that plays really, really well at home against an offense that doesn't really score many, many points in a conference that's known for teams that score a lot of points. So 22 points a game, no. They give up 33.5 points, so they're not bashful giving up points. You got to add at least 10 points plus, playing the best team in the MAC. Okay, so I'm looking at them scoring maybe 43 because, Toledo's the best team in the MAC. So, Bowling Green, they gave up 36.5 points on the road. The last 2 games, they only scored 15 points in 2 games. How the fuck are you going to cover a spread against the best team in a conference in 2 games? You only score 15 points, 9-6. It's just not going to happen. Okay, so I'm gonna take Toledo. I'm gonna lay 15.5 points. I'm not gonna sweat it. I would think that game could go to 17. So a couple things. Let me understand these questions. Do you host any? Yeah, I have a private table at Harris when I'm there. Caesars lower their limits. I don't know. I get my limits established before I go. Is there a Factsman Friday this week? Yeah, miracles. Nothing has changed. There will be a show Wednesday. There will be a show Friday. Okay, there will be a show Monday. Like I say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down and talk to my son. I'm going to evaluate the situation with holidays, with stress levels that I'm dealing with that have nothing to do with this show, but just things that happen. Look, I got a 94-year-old mother. I mean, it's pretty tough. I got a lot of things happening. So, and I don't have the time to do a lot of it. So again, you're not going to tune in one day on a Factsman Friday. I'm not going to be there. You guys will know if and when this happens. It will happen. I just don't know when. So don't panic. It'll be fine. So I love listening to you talk about sports betting. Since the day is appearing. I think it's you with John Kelly. Thank you for all the betting information. So John Kelly and me did a lot of shows together on radio in Vegas, and John's a really good guy. We spent some quality time. I do have a funny. I have a John Kelly story I'll get to. which I think will be pretty funny. Maybe a tag Joey work in once in a while. Anytime, Joe. You know that's not. So yeah. So we know what we're doing with the Toledo game. Okay. Last 3 weeks, if you guys have watched my show, what have we done? I said 3 weeks ago, Ohio's playing the best football that I've seen them play. They've won a bunch of games. They've won a couple games in a row. They're peaking. Let's bet them. We did it 3 weeks ago and we won. We did it 2 weeks ago and we won. We did it last week and we won. So why the fuck would I get off a horse that's fucking cruising me around and making me money? And we bet them the last 3 weeks. Let's think about this for a second. If you take away a heartbreaking overtime loss at Kent State, now there's no shame to lose at Kent State, okay? In overtime, you take that fucking loss, which they should have won, and you're talking about a 7-game winning streak, and their 2 losses would have been at Penn State and at Iowa State. Those would be the only 2 blemishes on Ohio's record. Now, that goes very unnoticed, but they're playing really good fucking football. So I'm going to lay 3.5. I love the Roar kid at quarterback. I mean, he's going to throw for 300 plus yards easily. Here's the thing with Ball State. I'm a real big fan of Carson Steele. I think he's a great running back, and I don't think he can do this on his own. But he's a real strong, powerful kid. I think about Ball State, and people wouldn't think about this, but they're actually a better road team than a home team. They're 1-2 at home, won 1 game at home all year against Northern Illinois, which they needed double overtime to win. And Northern Illinois fucking sucked more dick than Linda Lovelace. I mean, they fucking blow. That's their only win at home. So I'm going to fucking bet Ball State at home against the hottest team in the fucking MAC, and they can't win a game at home? Not a Chinaman's fucking chance. Not a Chinaman's fucking chance. What did Daddy say? Joey's not going for something. Daddy said, not about Joey and JJ. I don't know what that means. Now, what does that mean? Joey 1, JJ 2? I mean, the fuck? Either order, flip it. I mean, I think they both do great jobs. I wouldn't put one in front of the other. I mean, I guess I would have to use my son, right? But I mean, I don't, Joey seems like he knows what he's doing. And I'm a baseball guy, so I respect Joey's baseball stuff. But anyway, so Ohio minus 3.5 is going to be my other play in the MAC for Tuesday. Then I'll be back on Wednesday, and we'll whip out some games, and I'll do what I do. So for the record, for the people that usually see my craziness, you see some of it gets out, but for the most part, I know my sports. I could be calm. I'm breaking games down as good or better than anybody because that's what I do. And I'm doing it a long time. So yeah, I mean, I do have that edge to me where I fucking flake, but there's only, so much fucking sooner or later medicine wears off. But anyway, Natty, I got them both beat, so don't even fucking go there. I'm kidding. I'm actually kidding. All right, so we're all set for Monday Night Football. I like the first half. I did make a wager in the first quarter. I don't so much recommend it. I'm just betting it based on a gut, thinking that if I'm going to win the first half, the Eagles are going to get off to a fast start, so I did play that. People should be alive on the teasers with Philly. That should be good. 2 college basketball totals that go over like Rover. We should be good tonight with that. And what else do we discuss? Oh, the MAC for Tuesday. So I'm going to be back on Wednesday. And hopefully I'll do it alone. And I will give the picks out on Wednesday in case my son decides there might be a game you don't like, and he'll change it. But at least if you get it from me, I might have to start showing tickets now so you guys know it's me and not JJ fucking sabotaging my picks. Again, it was funny stuff. I'm not really mad at him about it. I'm not mad at all. It's kind of funny. But still not the right thing to do. Let's be honest. I mean, Joe, let me ask you a question. You fucking submit games in the JJ telling me like the Yankees minus 120 against the Twins. And he's like, I don't know, okay. And all of a sudden he puts the Twins out. he'd be a little fucking pissed. But like I said, it's all bullshit. I'm just fucking around. Your content has been awesome. Really enjoyed these last few months. Learned a lot. Thank you, Facts. Manny, hey, you know what? If I tell you this, you're probably not going to believe it. I bet you I enjoyed it more than you. I enjoyed doing it. I enjoy talking sports. I mean, I enjoy doing what I do. So yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. Drew, same to you. Thanks for everything. Anyway, so I'm going to end this, get myself out of here. We're going to touch base on Wednesday. And listen, if you can, still I'd like you to tell some friends, because I think if you guys like the show, I'm sure some of your friends would, And yes, my son told me to tell you to hit the thumb up button. So do that. That's it. So for all of us that run Pure, should I say that? For all of us that run Pure, yeah. No, fuck them. For me, have a great day. Enjoy Monday Night Football. Be safe out there. It's starting to get chilly. I'll be back on Wednesday.